How's it going, guys? Bob Ganoush here, coming at you again. So today I wanted to talk to you about the electronics that I keep in my backpack and why I have them as well. Obviously everybody does things a little bit differently. Some people bring, heavy duty cameras, your GoPros or your action cams. I see people more and more bringing music to go along with them as well. So here's what I bring, here's the electronics that I bring, as well as how I go about charging those items as well. So why don't we start with the most basic item here, your cell phone. This is something that pretty much everybody has in their backpack, and for a few different reasons. Obviously, people love taking pictures with them, they take videos with them, they listen to music off of them, they use it as GPS devices as well. For myself, I went ahead and got the Samsung Galaxy S7, and I did that for a couple reasons. My previous cell phone, the iPhone 5, after a few years of having it, the battery life was almost non-existent at that point. Especially, since I do go winter backpacking, the cold was affecting the battery so much that it really almost didn't make sense for me to bring it along with me anymore. So I wanted something that was going to basically have much better battery life, also was going to have better capabilities that goes along with taking pictures and taking videos. And of course, what's nice about the Samsung Galaxy S7 is the fact that it is water resistant. So things like, little drizzles, rain, so on and so forth, I don't have to worry about it. As long as, I get it out of heavy duty rain in time, at least I know a little bit of a drizzle isn't going to absolutely kill my cell phone. So definitely, I've enjoyed the phone so far. I've taken some great pictures with it. It is certainly kind of large and whatnot, but it's done the job really well for me. Now, I keep my phone on airplane mode pretty much all day when I go backpacking. The only time I do use my phone is when there's a certain type of picture that I want to get, and my GoPro just doesn't have that same option to go along with it. And of course, the big reason why I don't like using my cell phone for the GPS, the music, and taking too many videos is because since I'm out on my own quite often, if I run into an emergency situation, I want to have the phone life, the battery life to make that emergency phone call. And as well, my mother worries, as all mothers worry. So of course, I want to make sure that I have battery life so that I can text her periodically so they just know that I'm okay with things. I'm out on my own quite often, and a mother's love is a mother's love. So I'd rather make sure that she knows I'm okay with everything. Coming along to the next piece of equipment that I bring, I've kind of touched on this a little bit, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth with it. And that is going to be my iPod Touch. This absolutely has been a blessing to bring along with me. So I bring this for a couple different reasons. One is obviously going to be the entertainment factor. Playing music, I do have some movies on there as well, so before I go to sleep and things. But the secondary reason I like to bring it with me is bear prevention. Definitely, the music is really nice and is a lot of entertainment. After a while, years of hiking, you kind of get sick and tired of hearing your own footsteps all the time. So I bring a little bit of music to be some entertainment with me. Just playing some random stuff, after a long day, it's hot, it's humid, you're tired. All of a sudden that one song comes on that you really enjoy, and next thing you know, you start fist pumping, you start dancing along, and it kind of gets you motivated again to, continue on down the path. Of course, for bear prevention, bears, their sense of hearing and their sense of smell is extremely sensitive. So you hear a lot of people wearing bear bells. I think they're extremely annoying. I've tried them once or twice, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Hear that jingling sound all day. It gets so annoying. And after a while, I kind of get sick and tired of sounding like Santa Claus coming down the trail. So I play some music. It's entertainment, and it's bear prevention. It's just projecting sound out in front of me, and I can't tell you how many times that saved my butt, to where a bear's been 100, 150 yards off. He's heard me coming, and he just booked it off into the woods. No, I don't know. It's because, he doesn't like my music, or it's because, obviously, it's a foreign sound. He gets spooked by it, and they just take off. But as long as they keep their distance from me, and I use this as a tool to do so, it definitely serves its purpose, and I've been very, very happy with it so far. Now, when I get to camp and stuff, so that I don't disturb other people that are there, as well as, if I stay in the shelter so other people making noise aren't disturbing me, of course I do bring headphones with me. I know a lot of people opt for the earplugs and things. However, that's kind of annoying. They fall out, as well as it kind of just muffles sound. It doesn't really cover over it. So I like to play just a little bit of light music while I go to sleep and stuff. Listen to my movies. And as well, staying in the shelter. Again, just hearing a little bit of music, it kind of takes away from the noise that other people might make in the shelter. So definitely, the iPod is one of the most important pieces that I bring with me. Now, to project sounds out like that while I'm hiking, I do have this little tiny speaker. Yes, this is a speaker for my iPod. No Bluetooth speaker. I don't want to use that many things that I need to charge. This simply just clips onto the charging port that's on the bottom of my iPod. It has a volume up button and a volume down button. It looks like a little tiny Lego piece. It doesn't even register on the scale that I have either. So I mean, it's so small, it's so lightweight. It is probably the best backpacking speaker that I've ever come across. And I got this as a stocking stuffer for Christmas like 10, 12 years ago. So it has definitely served its purpose. Doesn't even take batteries or anything. It is just absolutely amazing. And believe it or not, it actually does get pretty loud. Certainly this is what I use, and if bears can hear it from 150 yards off, it does pretty well for itself. So I mean, yeah. I don't know where to get it. I've tried looking around for it. I haven't found it at all. I don't know where my mother found it, but it is just absolutely awesome. I think it's the best thing that you could bring as far as speaker-wise goes. Now, of course, with these items, like all other electronics, you have to have a way of recharging them. Now, when in regards to my cell phone, I have a separate charger for that, and that is going to be the Mophie phone case. I absolutely love this thing. Obviously my phone is in airplane mode almost the entire time, so I rarely do have to turn this on and charge my phone, but it's nice that I have an independent charging capability as opposed to my iPod and the GoPro that I'm filming with right now. And as well, of course, my rechargeable headlamp. So this, if I only have to use it once every 3 or 4 days maybe, I'm very, very happy with that. So I'm not eating the battery pack that I use to charge my other devices with. It's an independent thing, and I really, really have enjoyed it so far. It's definitely served its purpose. On my week-long trip that I did to start spring, basically over Memorial Day weekend, first week of June, I only had to use this maybe once to charge my phone. Again, I just kept it in airplane mode the whole time. However, when I did need to charge it, I was charging my GoPro, I was charging my iPod. This was used independently, so I'm really glad that I picked that up. Now, of course, the battery pack that I use to charge all my devices, except for my cell phone, of course, is going to be my iPod, my GoPro, and of course my headlamp. What I have here, and you guys have seen in other videos, I just haven't really talked about it. This is the RAV Power 10,400 milliamp battery pack. It gives you 2 USB chargers there and also the micro USB in the middle to recharge the pack itself. Of course, it does have a light indicator on the bottom there telling you how much battery life you have. Basically, each light represents 25% in battery. Now, before I got the Mophie case, I could use this thing to get 5 full charges of my phone and probably 3 or 4 more charges of my iPod before I had to charge it up. So definitely for 10,400 milliamps, it serves its purpose very well for me. This weighs about 7 to 8 ounces. Certainly they do have larger ones available to you, but in the meantime, this has worked great. Maybe when I go to through hike, I will up it to the one that I think is like 16,008 or possibly even over 20,000 so that I can go for a couple weeks before having to recharge it. And of course, the charger cables to recharge my devices. This is my charger cable for my iPod. I will be looking to get one of the micro ones that's like this long so that I don't have this whole length of cord to come along with me. It's not that it's heavy, it just gets tangled up and everything else. That's kind of a pain in the butt. And this thing, which is I think is just absolutely awesome. This is a whole bunch of USB chargers all in one. So one, obviously the USB to plug into the battery pack itself. And then it has 2 micro USBs and one of like the medium-sized USBs on there as well. So this charges this can charge my cell phone, but this charges my GoPro, It also charges my headlamp all in one. I don't have to bring a multitude of different cables with me. My father got this from work, he gave it to me, and it has been in my backpack ever since. If you can find some of these things, I would definitely recommend it. It just, obviously, this is just awesome how it's all compartmentalized. You don't have a whole length of cables running all over the place. And last but not least, the thing that I'm filming with right here, arguably one of my favorite pieces of equipment in my entire backpack, that is my GoPro Hero 4 Silver. I have absolutely loved this thing so far. I use it multiple times a week, obviously. And I mean, just the fact that it gives me the waterproof capabilities, it gives me great picture quality, gives me a multitude of different features that it comes with as well, as far as obviously your video recorder, a single picture take, snapshot. Does also shot bursts, time lapses, nighttime lapses. It just does a whole multitude of things, which makes it really nice and versatile for myself. Obviously very small, very lightweight, and comes with so many accessories. My head spins at all the stuff that I got. I did just get some new ones, so if you want to take a look at the new accessories that I got for my GoPro, you can take a look right over here. I've been building things up, learning more about it as I go. I've got it pretty mastered as of right now. I've been learning more and more about the time lapses, specifically how to use the different settings of the time lapse depending on the kind of thing that you want to capture. So of course, it's always a learning process. The more I use it, the more I learn about it. But I think I've done pretty well so far. So these are the electronics that I bring backpacking with me. Now obviously everybody does things a little bit differently, and this is what I do. I like to give these videos to give you examples of what I do, so it gives you some ideas for yourself. As I like to say while I'm at work, there is no perfect system for everybody. The perfect system is what works well for you. Everybody has their own style, everybody has their own comfort level, everybody has their own wants and needs for things that they want to take backpacking with them. This is just what I bring, so you guys can get some ideas, get some examples, and also see the kind of stuff that I bring along with me as well. It's always good to learn from other people, bring in lots of different resources so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So, I hope you guys like this new video here. These are things that I wanted to touch on, a little bit in the past. I just haven't gotten around to it. However, you'll be seeing lots of new videos touching on individual pieces of gear, so that I'm talking about, what the item is and also why I bring it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot for following along. Baba Ganoush out. How's it going, guys? Baba Ganoush here. I hope you liked that video. Definitely feel free to subscribe for more content. Check the links in the description below. And always feel free to like, comment, and share. Ask me any questions that you guys might have. I'm always here to help you guys out. Talk to you guys soon. Baba Ganoush out.